Okay, I guess we are on live. Let me check again. We are not in live.
We are live.
I cannot. Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Business Blueprint live on LinkedIn. Hope everyone can see me and hear my voice. Yeah. Okay, this is Khan Farhana. I'm your host, and I'm so happy to be back with you for episode 3 of season 1. Before we start, just I wanted to know that, am I visible to you and everything is clear to you? So that's why, for that confirmation, please drop a comment like hello in the comment section and tell me your name and where you are watching from today, like Dhaka, Chittagong, Dubai, London. Just we want to see the whole world in this room. So anyone just can comment hello in the comment section so that we can confirm that everyone can watch our live session. Okay, I can see that there is people are joining. Okay. So that is why I can see that so many people joining us from so many places, and that's why I love LinkedIn, and we are all connected. We are all here to learn and grow together. So if you were with us for episode 1 and 2, welcome back because you already know about our program detail. And if this is your first time, I believe that you choose a very good episode to start with. And our previous episode you can find in our event list. Uh, because today we are going to talk about something that affects every business, big or small, old or new, whatever. Today we are talking about your brand. So first, start our conversation. Let me ask for our audience a question and be honest with yourself. That do you have a logo for your business? Just comment us that. Do you have a logo for your business? I know that most of the people will say yes. That's good. That is the start. But there is my another question that do you have a brand? So maximum people will say, they will think, right? Because many people think a logo and a brand that both are same thing, but not. They are not. Because a logo is an image, but a brand that is a feelings. Uh, I'm talking about, Bangladeshi people. So, like, if we can think about Bikash or Pathao or Uber. So when we think about that service or solution, when you hear the word about this software or solution, so what comes to your mind? For Bikash, like, is very easy, fast, trustworthy, and that is the brand because that is not a logo. This is our mindset. So now think about your own business. When someone heard your company name, what do they feel? what do they think, and what do they say to others. So if you are not sure, that is the problem. And that is exactly what today's episode will help you fix. And because here is the brand, I mean, here is the truth that many business in Bangladesh have a logo, they have a Facebook page, maybe they have a website, but they do not have any brand. And because of that, they are losing customers to competitor who have an inferior product but a stronger image. So does that feel unfair? It is. But today we will explain exactly why it happens and what you can do about it. So today's episode title is You Have a Logo, You Don't Have a Brand. So and I have an amazing people joining me today to unpack this topic. First, let me welcome back again our main speaker, Mr. Ahmed Waqar Mohsin, who is the corporate consultant, business audit expert, and the person who sees what most business owner cannot see. So, Mr. Waqar, welcome back. Can you hear me?
Yes, Farhana, thank you very much for inviting me today.
So nice. Yeah, we are already, in episode 3. So can you believe it? We are going to, completing our episode one by one. And today's topic is one that I know you feel very strongly about. So tell me, when you work with business, how common is this problem? How many business do you see that think, they have a brand, but actually they don't? So I want to hear something from you. Yeah.
Well, you are absolutely spot on. There is a very fine line in between when we talk about containing a logo and carrying a brand. A general conception, I would not say the misconception, but yes, this is a general conception that if you have a logo, you are dealing it as a brand from day one. So is it the right way? Is it not the right way? People are pretty much conscious about their logo. Especially, I would like to focus on the startups, that as soon as a startup moves in to this corporate world and they start working on their branding kit, logo is an important aspect. But as per my personal experience, dealing with number of startups, dealing with number of people around, dealing with number of corporates around, the due diligence, the due importance, the due focus which is required for the logo is not generally being given, because people mostly think this is something which will just give a chance, which will just give an idea about our company to the people. So brand building concept is usually not there. And when you ask the startups, whether it's from Pakistan, somebody from America, from England, generally, if you ask about their dream or their concept or their objective behind it, mostly you will find that this is the missing link. People consider we are just a startup, we'll start business, and then slowly and gradually we are going to get established, and then we will do something for the brand building. This is bad. It's all about the mindset. You should have the mindset from day one that you are not going to be just a startup, just like others. You're going to initiate your business as a brand. So there's a fine line between just a logo and a brand logo.
Yeah. Right, I agree with you that this is so true. Like in Bangladesh, we work so hard, in our product, our quality, but when we often forget to think about how we want people to feel about us. So that is the feelings, that is the brand. So again, I wanted to say about for our audience that everyone is watching us. So please drop a comment when someone think of your business. What one word do you want them to think of? So write in the comment section so that we can um, talk about it and know about your brand as well. So that is okay. Again, come back to you that when you sit with a business owner and ask them like tell me what is your brand, and what kind of answer do you usually get from them, and what do those answers tell you about the business? So yeah.
Let me tell you, this is something I won't say funny, but 9 times out of 10,
Okay.
when you are going to meet the people, when I'm meeting the people, usually the executives, they just hand me a business card. They point to their logo. They show me their newly designed websites. That
Mhm.
this is my logo. This is the newly designed website. Some will quote their product catalog or repeat generic mission statements like, "We deliver high quality at competitive prices." This is quite generic, don't you think? Like these responses reveal a fundamental disconnect. What's that? Most business leaders view their brand as an aesthetic asset. They beautify that thing rather than considering it as a strategic business system.
Yeah.
They focus on what they sell or how they look rather than the precise perception they own in the mind of the market. This is pretty fine line. Let's say when a CEO answers this way, it reveals two immediate strategic flaws. Number one, the pricing vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't defined a distinct position, they're almost certainly competing on price and giving away margin. And number two, that is the internal misalignment. If leadership views the brand as just a logo, frontline teams, they're delivering inconsistent customer experiences. For example, we all know about Xerox. Okay, it's a big name. And for decades, they own the perception of office copiers. But if you remember, when they tried to expand into personal computers, there was a time, I don't know how many of the viewers remember that or they knew that, even Xerox tries to step in, they tried to step into the PC, to the personal computers, using the same brand identity without redefining their market positioning. So what happened? Even the brand like Xerox, buyers rejected them. Reason? A brand is not what you print on your business card. It is the immediate gut feeling and level of trust a client associates with your name. That is what we call the brand.
Exactly. Very nicely you explain and share with us. So yeah, we have all seen in this in Bangladesh that a business with a better product, better quality, better service, but their competitor is getting more customer, as I said. So a competitor who is maybe not as good, how does that happen? Like, and why does the weaker business sometimes win? Maybe because of the brand, because of the trustworthiness and the visibility. Same things, you will see that the same service, online product, but different channel, different people. Sometimes a new startup, they bring the influencer for establish the trust, right? So I want to hear from your end because you are more expert than me, and people in front of us, please share with us your experience as well. So yeah, Mr. Walker.
See, what you have just mentioned, that is absolutely spot on. And in general, when you ask the people, and ask the company owners or the leadership tiers that how is it happening? Like uh, one of your competitor, which you may not even consider a competitor, because he or she owns kind of a worse product as compared to your product.
Hmm.
So why is it happening, and why your business is not doing well? And then you will find that most generic answer: quality speaks for itself. We are selling quality, and it's all about quality, quality. Okay, it's good. You have to have that quality aspect. You have to keep it on top of everything. But believing that quality speaks for itself is one of the most expensive assumptions in the business. Maybe some of the people, they may not agree what I'm saying right now, but remember, it is not just an assumption. It's the most expensive assumption in your business. Why am I saying so? Quality is silent until after a deal is closed. Positioning and clarity speak before the contract is signed. So you have to make sure that as soon as you are going to get in touch with your client or a potential lead is coming up, they should understand what you are doing and how you are doing it. The positioning is very important. And before I move on, Farhana, can you hear me properly? Like, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you are asking me about the competitor with a technically inferior product.
Mhm.
Most of the time nowadays, they win because they eliminate decision friction. This is something very exciting, and something which requires a lot of attention. The reason they offer absolute clarity on what problem they solve, who they solve it for, and how seamless is it to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
This is really very important. For example, consider the McDonald's. Okay, I'm not here to promote the brands, but I'm just trying to connect the most commonly understood examples. Everybody know about the McDonald's, right? So nobody claims they make the world's best gourmet burger. Yet, you know about the sales. They serve over 60 million people daily on an average. Daily. They beat superior local burger joints every day. Why? Because they offer absolute consistency, speed, and zero friction. So if you force potential clients to work hard to understand why you are better, and you are like, no, sir, we are better because of this, we are better because of this, they will simply buy from the rival who made the choice easy. So you have to make it easy for your clients to understand
Mm-hmm.
what is the procedure, what are you doing, and why is it so easy to be attached, easy to be perceived for them. This is really important. That's how you build the brand.
Right. Nice. Yeah, that is the part that business owner need to hear in here. Like in Bangladesh, we often say that my work speaks for itself. But does it? Because if people do not know your name, do
You,
not.
not only in Bangladesh, that's what you will hear from the people. I'm here in Emirat, so you will hear this thing quite common, almost tons of times every day, in
Mhm.
Middle East, Far East, Africa, Asia, America. Whenever you are just trying
That
to
is a common
meet
problem.
somebody, they're like, no, no, my work is quality, our product is this, and it speaks itself. So sometimes I literally think, most of the time I don't say this thing because that looks quite bizarre. But if this is so good, if your product, your service, your company, your people, they're so good, how come your sales graph is not going there? It's going down. But sometimes you just think you can't say it. So, well, that's the case. Not
Yeah.
only in Bangladesh, across the globe.
Exactly that, because if people do not know your name, do not trust your service or emails, I mean, do not feel anything what they see your logo, right? So yeah, your work is silent, and your brand is what speaks first. Because sometimes the product is same, you'll see that sometimes we just impressed by their packaging, how they package
Right.
their, I mean, ingredient or product are same, service is same, quality and everything is same, but their packaging, how they honor us, I mean the service and everything. So and that feels as that, yeah, this brand or this company gives us best service, and that is the feelings, that is the emotion. Repeatedly we are going to depend on that service. So it's not about the logo only, is, I mean, all are connected to build the brand actually. Yeah, again, I wanted to reminder to our audience, because this program we designed only for you. We want to hear from you that if this kind of discussion is impactful for you or not. We want, I mean, we are very interested to know more about your business strategy. If you are a established business owner, you can suggest us. And in we are planning for our next episode, maybe we can invite one or two expert for 10 minutes in our windows, so they can also share your knowledge in front of our audience. So yeah, please join with us, and this is not just a class. Expert and me are sharing our, not like that. This is the discussion things, and we are believing that you are watching us and this is impactful for you. So please be with us and comment, so that we can know about your pain point, and we can also try to solve your problem, or if we have that solution, definitely we will share with you. So okay, again, I'm come back to you that for a business owner, if they are watching right now, who has been running their business for 5 or 10 years but with no real brand strategy, is it too late, or can they start building a real brand from today? What do you think?
See, it's never too late in the business. Okay. And let's suppose if we are going to assume a business which is operating for the past 10 years,
Mhm.
this is something amazing. I would say that having 10 years of operational track record is actually a massive unfair advantage. Why am I saying so? Let's suppose we are working with a startup. So a
Mhm.
startup developing a brand strategy is working entirely on hypotheses and projections that I will be there in 2 years, then 3 years, and 5 years. But despite the startup, if you have a client who has a 10-year-old business, he is sitting on a gold mine of real market data. Why? Because consider your business is 10 years old. So you already have verified client feedback and operational proof. You know which service lines generate healthy margins versus which one drains the capacity. You know the exact pain points your best clients willingly pay to solve. So operating for a decade without an international brand strategy
Mhm.
simply means you have been driving growth purely on raw operational hustle and word of mouth. So when T5D, our company, when we apply the strategic positioning to any of the mature business, we are not starting from scratch. We are capturing all the proven strength and institutional capability built over a decade and packaging it into a clear, high value narrative that commands the market authority. And that's why the impact, the result, the outcome is usually above the expectation of the clients.
I totally agree with you, and that is so encouraging to hear that it's never too late. And now, to help us go even deeper on this topic, and we are going to our next question. Um and that is that, okay, give me just 30 seconds. Let me check if there is any comment, special comment maybe we can take. Uh, okay, someone just mentioned that please you say, ma'am, how to grow Facebook page. Okay. And someone else, Jitu Hassan Bhai, said that Ahmed Waqar Mohsin Bhai is talking very clear voice. And okay, okay, he just appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, and Jaina Fatima said that what is the actual difference between having a logo and a building complete brand? Did we talk about that part, or you want to discuss
I would just
openly
highlight that, just to make
from?
it easier for those, because sometimes people are joining a bit late. So
Yeah, maybe
usually,
take
usually,
another question from her.
sure,
She
sure,
made,
sure, sure, sure.
because we already talked about that. So,
Okay.
how can a small business owner figure out what their brand identity is missing? Another question is, what are the first few steps to transform a generic visual identity into a memorable brand? Yeah, I guess these two is very important to discuss. Yeah, you can see the
when
question
it
in
when it
screen.
comes to the brand strategy, I would like to connect all these three, four questions and the points. For example, somebody asked about the growing the Facebook page and connecting with the difference between logo and the brand and converting the generic thing to something quite memorable. See, they are all the layers of the same thing. First thing, logo.
Yeah.
If you have a logo, you have just stepped on to the first staircase of brand building. You haven't prepared the brand, but you have started to walk on making it as a brand. First thing, once your logo is done and you are moving on, you have to make sure that you yourself, you are pretty much sure what are you doing, for whom you are doing it, how is it going to solve the problems of the people, how is it going to add the value to the businesses. If you are damn sure about all these four things, only then you will be able to start designing the creatives, start preparing the posts in such a way that you are not going too generic. You are highlighting why your service, why your product is important, is necessary, is value addition for your clients, your potential ones and your current ones. So these are quite minimal steps, but these are really very important. Otherwise, you keep posting, you stay generic just like thousands of others, and you are like, I am doing a lot, but I'm going nowhere. Yes, you are going nowhere because you are not moving in the right direction. You are just trying to jump in the same pool time and again. So do something more realistic, connected with the lives of the people, connected with the actual problems, actual issues with the people, and see how the magic is going to take place.
Yeah, and I love that you shared that. And I think what makes that story so powerful is that it is so common. Most of us have, I mean, have been here. We invest in the design, the color, the logo, and we forget that the brand lives in the mind of the customer, not on our business card. So that's the things are happening. So right now, like if someone in your city or in your country search your business name, T5D, so what would they find, and is what they find exactly what you want them to find? I want to know from your own business aspect. Yeah, T5D.
See, uh, let's talk about the logo, the fifth dimensions logo, which people see. As soon as you're going to see that, this is not a two-dimensional picture, it has got
Mhm.
multiple direct dimensions. That's why you got all those five vertices there. Second thing, the name. We have connected the name with the logo, and that
Mhm.
name has got multiple meanings out of it. But the time when I was finalizing the name, I'm more intended towards the spiritual meaning. We as humans, we are three-dimensional beings. Okay, X, Y, and Z. Then there's a fourth dimension, which science says is the dimension of time. And the fifth dimension is the dimension which is above time. So there's a whole brand story behind it. There's a story behind the name. There's a story behind that five-dimensional, apparently five-dimensional figure. And
Mhm.
why? Because we are proposing our services to our potential clients with the frame of mind that we could see, we could do what most of the others may not. The reason is we are not limiting ourselves being three dimensional. We want to go above three dimensions. We want to go to the time dimension. We want to go beyond the time dimension. And the reason, because we as the human beings, we know we ourselves, we are the combination of a body and a soul. And when we talk about soul, you can't limit it with time,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So even with the name, there is a lot of thought. With the logo, there is a thought. The brand has a story, and based on that, even if somebody is going to visit our website, the fifth dimension.ae, just look at the mission, vision, all these things. You will find yes, this is something which is extremely thoughtful, and that's how all those startups who are listening to us, all those brands who are listening to us, or who may watch this thing later on, it's never too late. Whatever your brand name is, however your logo looks, whatever color scheme you have chosen, it's okay. Read through that, review it, and see if there are changes which you would definitely like to make. Because you may have a very aesthetic kind of a logo, but if there's no story behind it, logo.
Right.
You may have a very good name, but if there is
Yes.
no concept behind it, if your mission statement, vision statement is as simple or as generic as hundreds of others,
Mhm.
yes, you are running a business, you're not building a brand.
Exactly. How nicely he is explaining about his company logo, brand, and everything. So, everyone watching, try this right now. So, how? Like, you can open your Google, search your business name, what comes up? Is it your website, your LinkedIn, your blank page? So, drop a comment and tell me what you find. Sorry. So, and share with us that what Google say about your company or product, and then you can start, make a story about your product, about your logo, like Mr. Walker tell about his own company T5D, who is sponsoring our this awesome, wonderful learning a series of session, the business blueprint. And if anyone stay with us until our last episode, you can see that every episode we design your business support and the thought and the belief. So please stay with us, and I mean inspire us so that we can also plan for our next season based on your interest, based on your curiosity. You can share what else you need for our next episode or next upcoming season. We try to incorporate this and try to rebuild or redesign our content for our next episode. So, okay,
I'd like to add something here, Farhana.
yeah.
For all the audience and the people who may be watching this thing later on, based on the time zone difference, uh, this initiative of our company, the Fifth Dimension, these learning episodes and this learning series is to create that awareness which is kind of missing, because we feel that this is relevant to our CSR, the corporate social responsibility, that we should create that awareness. We should talk to the people as candidly as we can. And you are there, so try to utilize this time, try to utilize this opportunity, and come up with your relevant questions, your relevant problems, which may we may answer here. Secondly, as we are announcing this thing since last episode, we are continuing with this, that after every single program, based on the comments, based on the way people are approaching us, sometimes through the comments, sometimes through the messaging, sometimes through our info at the fifth dimension.a, through the email, we are selecting 2 to 3 companies or the startups or the businesses for free consultation session. No matter you are currently working in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, in India, in UAE, in Saudi, Jordan, wherever you are, at least two we pick up in every single episode. And then get in touch with our team, send us the details about your business. We are going to provide you a 1 hour free consultation session related to your business. Today, we are talking about the brand and logo and creatives. We can work about this thing as well. Last time we were working about the SOPs and all. So whatever your problems are, whatever your situation is, try to grab this opportunity, get in touch with us. You never know, you could be the first one or you could be the second one who's going to get picked up today. Yes, Farhan.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I mean, definitely, we are very much grateful to T5G because this is a wonderful season I have planned with you, and you agree that, yeah, definitely, I can share my knowledge, my expertise to your network and for the audience. So we are getting so much response from our, I mean, audience through message, through comment, and that makes us motivate to continue for the next program. And that is our responsibility to build the awareness and share our knowledge. So yeah, we are getting few more comment. Maybe I can pick one or two more comment, and then we can start again our main discussion. So, Hassan Nadim shared two comment. Let me read. Like, I have always felt that the strongest brand are not necessarily the ones with the most impressive logo, but the ones that know what they stand for and consistently deliver on that promise. And a logo creates the recognition, but it's the experience that builds trust and turns that recognition into a lasting relationship. Very nicely he just explained about the brand and the logo and the, you know, trust and other things. And again he shared that I have always felt that okay, the comment is repeat, so I am skip these things again. Mr. Masumiya, I have listed carefully with deep attention. Thank you so much for listening us. Oppo Shane Bhai said that absolutely agree. A memorable brand is not created by a logo or visual identity alone. It is built through consistency, clarity, and emotional connection. Saiful Rahman Bhaya said, wonderful session. Khan Yasir Khan Aijaz Bhai said that great initiative. And again, Dr. Dolo, he said, all right, interesting in conversation as a e-commerce business personnel. And and other people are just appreciate a wonderful session. You already mentioned your live topic. That's it. Okay. So our team member, I mean our audience, are trying to engage with our discussion. That's interesting. So okay, we can continue our regular conversation. So we all know one that the competitor, the one who somehow has more customer, more recognition, more market respect, even though your product is honestly better than theirs. What are they doing right that the better business are getting wrong? Just a short answer you can share with us.
I think this is quite similar to what I was just mentioning a few minutes before, that sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
competitors, if they are doing good in terms of business, see the two things: are you doing good in terms of money, and or are you doing good in terms of positioning yourself well? So generally people, let's talk about the product oriented businesses. If you have an
Mm-hmm.
average product, but you have a better display, you have a better brand story, you have got a quite thoughtfully written down scripts which you are performing and acting and producing about, you are going to get more results, you are going to get more clients, you are going to get more revenue. The reason is people love to see change, but they only keep sustained with something which is very simple, easy to understand, fulfilling their needs. All those fancy stuff related to your packaging, all that fancy stuff related to hiring the top notch, so called top notch influencers and all, you may do great marketing, but remember, when we talk about brand building, it's your good product or it's your comparatively high rated product with the product's performance. If you are a service provider, your services should be easy to understand for the people, should be directly resolving their issues, and you should have a better relationship with the client. That's how the things are working. Otherwise, you're going to have the retainer, which is really important for all kinds of businesses.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, thank you for sharing this. So, I wanted to know few tips or advice, like for a small business in Bangladesh or Asia or anywhere in the world that cannot afford a professional branding agency right now. So, what is the one free things they can do this week to start building their brand?
Step one, they should do the brainstorming session among themselves. If you don't have anybody there to facilitate you, we are here. T5D is here as we are providing the initial consultation. So at least sit with the professionals, try to avail these free consultation sessions, and be very specific about your brand, about your product, about your service, and about your objective. What do you want to achieve? What are you doing? How is it going to be practically possible, practically viable for the people to opt your brand, to opt your service, to opt your product? Let's have this session so that your thought process would be streamlined. Once it is done, then we will also help you as an agency to give you a pathway that if you are not able to afford the agency, what are the tools, what are the strategies, what are the basic branding steps which you should take and start doing something of your own. And as soon as you are going to build something, obviously you will generate more revenue. And wherever you are, whether you are in US, you are in Europe, you are in Africa, we are here to help you out. We do tailored services and we try to fit in the things within the budgets of our client. But since Farhana has asked for the startups, we are supporting the startups as well. And for initial cases, it's kind of a complementary, value added CSR service from our side.
Nice, excellent. So this is a big opportunities, right? If you are watching right now, or if you are watch, if you watch us later, they will know that this announcement is very rare. And this is very supportive for your if you initiate newly or startup. Sometimes when we start our business in initial stage, this is very difficult to invest more for our brand or logo. So it's a huge opportunity for the newly startup owner. So okay, we are going to ending our session. So yeah, one or two more question I'll ask. That from your experience, which type of business in Bangladesh suffers? Because most of our audience are from Bangladesh, so that's why I mention our country name repeatedly. Because my question is that which type of business in Bangladesh suffers the most from weak branding and why? Yeah, you can share from your experience.
Well, I would like to have this answer from your side first, and then I'm just going to add on it because you have been working in this market for years, and
Yeah.
have been working with the UN programs. You have working with a lot of international brands. So tell me what type of businesses. Tell me two types of businesses which have been suffered or which are suffering, and I will add on something to it.
Okay, nice. In our Bangladesh, like most of the, if I say that for the startup owner, like a small business owner, most of them are initiate through online, like Facebook. They open their business page on Facebook, and they depends on them. For an example, nowadays the boosting cost, Facebook marketing cost is going high and high. And then again, a small business owner, this is very difficult to handle and depend only on this Facebook. So if anytime like Facebook thought that they stop this process, and then the small business owner will face the difficulties because they only depend on Facebook for fan and followers. And then again, it interconnection with the logistics like courier, and the because sometimes they took the pre-order from the customer, so they took the advance from customer. So the whole value chain will be affected if one step, um, like their server is down, for an example, or Facebook changed their guidelines or anything. So because most of the people in Bangladesh who started their business, they initiate through Facebook. That is things. Another things like for anyone like students who don't have that much business knowledge, they think that I'll not do job, I'll not invest my time or the knowledge for other people, and that's why they initiate their business. First 2 month, 3 month, 1 year, they do good because they bring influencer, and influencer marketing is going good in Bangladesh. But the things, the sustainability, due to the knowledge of leadership, people management, conflicting issues, uh, labor law or other laws, that is the main issues are happening when they are in a mid stage of their running their business, financial crisis, so many things are happening. So yeah, it's going like this way. So, and you can add your value here, like,
Well, let me add something here.
yeah.
A lot of businesses you will find, whether that would be in your country, Bangladesh, or whether it be here in UAE. Well, UAE is an exceptional case because the awareness level is way too high for the people. That's why the market has got a cutthroat competition. But if we'll talk about the Southeast Asian countries, some of the African countries, and some of the Eastern European countries as well, there are certain industries, and those industries, they are dangerously ignoring the brand position, because those industries, they are doing good in terms of business, in terms of money, in terms of the way the cash is flowing. So without question, I would say the B2B supply chain, I would say the industrial manufacturing, most of the time the logistic companies, and most importantly the engineering led services, they are dangerously ignoring the brand positioning. And why? Think about it. You may have not thought about it. How many times have you seen any sort of advertisements, whether it be on the social media or the electronic media, about B2B supply chain businesses or any engineering companies or industrial manufacturing companies? I would say zero. Okay. Why? Because these sectors, they remain resistant, because they say that it's been built on technical specs, machinery, capacity, legacy relationships. So for the decades, the prevailing executive mindset from one generation to another generation in these industries has been, we move freight, we build facilities, We manage supply chain, so we don't need branding because we are working on the needs of the people. This mindset creates extreme commodity traps because every competitor uses the exact same technical jargon and offer identical capability lists. Buyer conversations default entirely to unit price and margin erosion because everybody's selling almost the same thing with the same type of sentences, same type of the marketing gimmicks. So it's all about whoever is providing you the service or the product with the lower price, just get that thing. But in the same, let's say industrial machinery, you know the caterpillar, yeah, the cat sign, everybody, almost everybody would know. They sell heavy machinery in a dirty industrial market, but they built a global brand centered on durability, uptime, dealer support, unlike so many of the people in the same industry. So the contractors don't just buy yellow excavators, they buy cat, they buy caterpillar because of the trust and the resale value associated with the brand name. So in the industrial firms that adopt strategic positioning, they quickly capture market dominance while their peers fight over pennies. That's the difference. It's the same industry, but the caterpillar, is the exception. Same you will find in some other logistics side, and most of the time the B2B supply chain. And remember, it's not only for Bangladesh; it's a global thing.
Yeah, right. You ended nicely. Okay, so before we close, let me bring it all together because today I had so much value, and I want to make sure that you live with something you can actually use. Uh, yeah, so here are my three takeaway from today. Uh, I will request my audience that you can also share your takeaways from today. So I'm going to share my takeaway. Like a logo is what your business looks like. A brand is what your business feels like. So like if people feel nothing when they see your name, you have a logo, you do not yet have a brand, right? Am I right? So you will correct me, okay?
Yes.
So, number two in business, the best product does not always win. The most trusted brand wins. So, trust is built through consistency, clear messaging, and how you make people feel every time they interact with you. And the number three, start building your brand today. Pick one word that you want your business to stand for, like write it down, then check does everything you do, say, post and sell reflect that one word or not. If not, that is where your works need to start. So these three things I like learned today, and I will also, practice in my own. What should I say? Like for my own company or organization, and I believe that these will add value for your thinking, for your mindset, and your brand visibility. So, okay, now before I say goodbye, I have something special to share with you, with our audience. Already mentioned by Mr. Walker that every month or every episode, the T5D, the fifth dimension, select five business from anywhere in the world. Uh, but I want maximum audience should be from Bangladesh. They will give them a full business review, completely like complimentary, sponsored by T5D, and and me also, the one of the part of T5D, and our team will sit with you, look at your business process, and tell you exactly what is missing and how to fix it, and no cost to you at all. So this is a big opportunity. I must say this is a big opportunity. You should grab it, and we call it the T5D sponsored business review. And this month, five spots are still open. So if you want to be one of the five business selected, please comment and share with us. Our team can share the Google form link in your comment. You can also register, and they will talk with you. And yeah, it is time to close episode 3. But before I go, I want to
It's 10 o'clock.
thank to all of our audience and the people, and my partner Wakar, because for your time and the initiative I can take about this season. You appreciate, you support, and you also give your time and knowledge, everything. So every episode you bring so much real knowledge and experience, and I learn something new every time I sit with you. And that is the things. And to everyone watching from Bangladesh, from UAE, and from you are joining anywhere, wherever you are joining us today, thank you. You showed up, you stayed, and you learned. That matters so much. And that is from our end. Please stay with us because next episode announcement will come soon. And yeah, Mr. Walker, if you have something to share for last word to our audience, you can share, and then we can close our uh, session. Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to conclude what I was really focusing on throughout the session is don't do anything just for nothing, whether it be your logo, whether
Mm-hmm.
it be your business name, whether it be your business's mission, vision, strategy. Give it some thought, give it some time, and make sure that every single thing which your website is showing, which your social media is showing, relevant to your business, relevant to your brand, that should have a thought, that should have a story behind it. And for all the startups, whether you are at the seeding stage, or the bootstrapping, or moving towards the acceleration, or getting incubation somewhere, I would say always dream big, because if you really want to do something, you should need to dream for it. Once you are able to dream for it, Allah will provide you that strength to convert your dream into reality. Inshallah. All the best to everybody.
Thank you so much again. And I would like to request our audience to follow our channel, T5D Farhana's Brain Station and Khan Farhana profile, so that you can know about our upcoming episode. We put the title, The Touch Point Nobody is Auditing. So that episode will also interesting, and yeah, I believe that you will learn so many things. We will talk about why business spend so much money to get customers but almost nothing to keep them, and where exactly customers are quietly walking away without you knowing. So you shouldn't miss that, right? Until then, see what others overlook and fix what other ignore. So this is Khan Farhana, and this was the Business Blueprint Season 1, brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. So until then, be happy, be healthy, and stay with us. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Yes.